So, guys, I know we are all heartbroken with what we witnessed a few days back with Mohammad Siraj's perfect defense. And let's say that there were 5 days of perfect baseball as well. Now, let's move on to the fourth test match. It's going to be a controversial one because India is 2-1 down. They have a huge decision to make whether or not to play Jasprit Bumrah. Sh- this match will also test a lot about Shubman Gill's captaincy. But the biggest call, I think, even bigger than Jasprit Bumrah, whether playing or not, is whether you continue Karun Nair at number three. I mean, in the playing 11, and if he goes out, then who comes in place of him? So let's start with. I have too many options today. I don't know from where to start. Okay, I start. So I think that.
Unlike your Bumble, you have a lot of options
Okay,
here.
so I think that Karun Nair has got enough opportunities. I think if he plays the entire series, 5 matches, 10 innings combined, he won't score a accumulated runs, 300 runs that he scored versus England in 2017. So I think he should be dropped and Sai Sudarshan should be brought inside. Let's move on to Krishna.
Yeah, I think I agree. Before the Lord's Test, I was pretty keen on being given at least one more test. But I feel I like Karun Nair a lot, but I think he is a little out of his depth now. I think 6 innings he's not crossed 50, and a lot of those innings were played on proper flat tracks. Even though in the second test he was exposed to the newish Duke's ball, which actually does a lot in the first 30 overs, but he couldn't, capitalize on the starts that he got. So yeah, I think they will move on to Sai Sudarshan and he'll bat at number three in Manchester.
Interesting. Karthik, your views?
I was backing Karun Nair since he wanted a second chance in cricket, but looking at his performance, there's really nothing that gives me any hint of promise. And with such a poor performance, and recently, he didn't even do very well against Jofra Archer. I just don't see another chance being wasted on him. Maybe if we had won this test, maybe we could have gambled, but I don't think there is any point in playing Karun Nair again. So yeah, I think Sai Sudarshan should take the number three slot.
Kabir, do you think that since he's batting at number three and cricket did give him a second chance, do you think we should also give him a third chance?
I'm actually a bit of a romanticist in this regard. I feel like let Karun Nair play the remaining two tests.
Yeah.
Just kind of like a final nail in the coffin in his career, right? If he does not perform in these two tests, then it's like done, boss. Don't come back. It's over. We've given you a chance enough. Also because the batting scene has always been highly competitive, right? And I feel like maybe there is a chance he'll come back. Maybe the first three tests get to him. He grinds and he kind of gets his groove back and scores. Also because let's say there are like 4 innings remaining, right, in the series, in the test
Yeah.
series,
Yeah.
and to bring Sai Sudarshan back, or let's say a new batsman in the squad, they won't have enough time to adjust to again, playing just 4 innings again. So I feel like the opportunity cost isn't that high. So maybe just give him a few chances more.
Understood. Rehan and Aditya, we won't be asking you the Karun Nair question. It seems quite repetitive, just like the process
अरे,
is that
I
there's
have
been
a
in many MBA colleges.
different opinion. I have a different opinion.
बताओ.
Because I would put Washington Sundar at three, and I would play with Dhruv Jurel at six.
Interesting. That could also happen. We'll discuss about Dhruv Jurel playing or not later in the video, but interesting option. Uh, Rehan, do you think that there should be a swap in the number, like the batting order? Do you think Yashasvi Jaiswal is we all know that he's quite attacking, but do you think that he should come in at number three?
No, not at all. I think he should definitely open. But it's sad to see that it's a bit of a musical chair. You initially put Rajat Patidar, then you had Devdutt Padikkal, now you are having Karun Nair, Sai Sudarshan. So that number three spot is really uncertain.
KL also played for
And
a test.
KL has also played, and I think that instead of looking at a short-term solution after the series end, I think the Indian management should look at a long-term solution. Maybe put a Shreyas Iyer in there, but for this test match, at least I think Sai Sudarshan would make it to the 11.
Interesting. So, interesting options. And talking about Yashasvi Jaiswal's failures in the last couple of innings, he was absolutely gold in the first two matches. But you see Jofra Archer coming in, troubling him with pace. You saw in the India Australia series as well that he was troubled with the pace of Mitchell Stark and Pat Cummins on flat wickets where the ball is not doing much. He can play around with pace as well, but we don't know how the pitch looks like in Manchester. Do you think that Yashasvi Jaiswal should look out to play a few overs, maybe the first half an hour, and then look to attack, or go just like like in the tempo that he's been doing in the series? Anyone can take this up. आदित्य चलो आपसे शुरू करते हैं.
If we started chopping and moving players for one bad test match, so Yashasvi Jaiswal would not be on the top of
No,
my
I'm not
list for
asking
that.
whether we move him or not. I'm just asking if should he change this tempo, or what do you think he will do in the fourth test?
No, I think he needs to play his natural game because it complements well with KL Rahul, who takes his time with his innings and he plays more of those elegant shots while Yashasvi is an attacking batsman. And I think, barring the last test, it's worked well. Of course, when it comes to tricky pitches, he needs to take a bit more time perhaps and not play a shot with the way he played in the second innings. It felt like he didn't put much effort into the shot. He was second guessing himself. I think he needs to be more proactive in that sense, but otherwise, I think he's fine the way he is right now.